Hey everyone, appreciate you all being here. Today we welcome Staicy Sport back with another AMA. Very excited to have them back today. Staicy Sport is a revolutionary sports betting prediction platform that claims over 75% accuracy. So with that, I'd like to welcome the team. If you guys can go ahead and start out introducing yourself, talking about your team, and giving us a bit of insight into your background experience.
Sure. This is Ryan Roby. I'm CEO of Staicy Sport and our parent company, Advantage AI. With me today on here, I believe we have Josh Ribble. Josh, are you able to speak?
Yeah, what's going on, guys? I'm here. I actually just got home. Perfect timing. So my background is digital marketing, social media, small business entrepreneur. I handle a lot of, community announcements and graphic design and all that stuff.
Absolutely. And we actually have a pretty large team full of professionals, especially for what, some would consider a crypto project. I'll explain today. We're a Web 2 project with a crypto side, right? My background, I am a managing partner at a law firm in Kentucky. I'm a trial attorney. I'm in the courthouse every day, not one for paper pushing or any transactional stuff. But that's come in quite handy, making sure that we stay within the bounds of everything, all of the rules and regs here in the great country that we all live in. So the company itself is registered in the state of Idaho, where Josh lives. We are a United States company that follows United States laws, pays United States taxes. So what better place to be than the USA Crypto Group?
100%. Appreciate the introduction there. 100%. Very happy that you guys are from the U.S. And I think I kind of spoke on this on the last AMA. With all the crypto space opening up to the U.S. market now, very excited. So to see a USA company like you guys coming on here and actually doing it very well, actually. And we will go in depth on that as well. Now, Ryan, you are a co-founder and also a CEO of the company, correct?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
Awesome. And yeah, guys, like Ryan said, they do have a pretty big team, and they're all 100% docs. So you guys can go ahead and check them out on their website as well. All right, guys. So, oh my gosh, the last time, if I remember correctly, you guys claimed to have a 75% prediction accuracy. Is that still standing?
So last time we talked, we told you that we were going to aim for 70+%. Best gamblers in the world, 53, 55%, they average in there. We're aiming for 70. Where we're at right now is we have the MLB, so Major League Baseball. The modeling is up for that. It's been up and running for about 6 or 7 weeks now. And anyone that follows baseball knows there's a ton of games that go on with baseball. The issue with baseball, so just to be upfront with you, is that the bets that they put out, such as will Aaron Judge get a hit? Will Ohtani go under 1.5 hits today? They come with bad odds of what we would expect as gamblers, right? So we're looking at -200, -170, stuff like that. But happy to report that we are outpacing the projections of Vegas. Since we started tracking our hitting picks, we are at 75% on the hitting picks. The implied probability from those Vegas odds, even though they're bad, is between 66 and 70%. So even with higher odds, we're still outpacing Vegas, still outpacing the best gamblers in the world. But we look very much forward to the regular standard odds coming out. Sports like football, basketball, golf, soccer even. All of those will come with -110, -120, stuff that we're used to betting where you basically double up your money on a single bet. But yeah, we've been having a lot of fun. I think over the last 2 days, we're something like 92% or something like that. Our unders were like 16-1. We have a blast in our Telegram group. We've been sharing those before the games start with our community. The highest probability picks from the modeling, just so everyone can track it and kind of have fun with us as it learns and trains. It's on a neural network, so it learns as we go, and the team is learning our processes. So, yes, to answer your question, we're still maintaining that we're going to outpace the best gamblers in the world, and so far we have.
That is incredible. I just want to touch on that really quick. But since you guys chart is live, I'd like to kind of go backward a little bit and go over the basic, so that way our listener can get up to date on it. Last time you guys were here around 3 months ago, what was the launch date?
We launched, I want to say that our token launched April 2nd. Is April 2nd or April 3rd? It's sometime there, first couple days of April.
Okay, so that's around a little bit over 3 months ago. What was the initial market cap when you guys launched?
That is a very good question. Josh, do you know the market cap?
I believe it was like 1.5 million. Right about a million.
Right about a million, guys. So right now, let me take a look at the chart really quick. So the chart right now is at 4.46 million. So congrats on that, guys. Almost 4x on the initial launch. So that is incredible. That is a success right there. And if I'm looking at the chart right now, you guys, shot up, and you guys went down, then went back up again, a little bit sideways, then it shot up again recently again. Congrats on your chart, and congrats on the almost 4x at the initial market cap. That is incredible.
We can ignore that first shoot up because that was a sniper right at launch. So everything after that initial spike, that upward trajectory, that was all organic.
Awesome. Wow. Yeah, the chart's looking great. So if you guys listen to the AMA and you guys invest into this token here, you guys will be sitting over at least 3x on the chart. So that is incredible.
Yeah. Now, yeah. It's just the beginning of the process too. We don't have our dashboard up. We haven't monetized the prediction modeling yet. Our holders aren't earning anything, staking wise yet for holding the token. So, I tell people all the time, they're like, well, I'm looking at this chart. I'm late. I'm like, brother, you're at the ground level of something that's going to be absolutely massive. Stake your claim now because it's going to go quick.
I'm looking at your team right now, 100% docs, and you has a lot of incredible people within your team as well. So that tells me that you guys are very committed to the project, and the project is serious. And looking at the stats where you guys are consistently beating Vegas, this is something special. And I think you guys have proven that. Now I want to go back to some of the basic stuff before we move on. Is there any investing that our community should know about? Any investing schedule and investing tokens are left?
No. So that's great question. All of the pink sale vesting ended about 3 weeks ago. People that look at charts, they can tell when vesting happens. Most of those people that were just claiming selling, they're gone. Maybe all of them, I don't know. But there's no more vesting from pink sale. We, as you can imagine, with a project of this scale and size, we have had private equity line up to come invest, and we know it's gonna take a lot of money to blitz the market with this thing. Ton of Web 2 marketing and Web 3 marketing. Through that, we have not sold a single sport token over the counter. So you're not going to see a massive corporation. They've come and offered. They came at, I guess if I don't use names, I can say whatever I want. We had a company offer us several $100,000 for tokens, and we'd have been bankrolled. We frankly told them that we respect our community too much to do that to them, and respectfully declined. So there's no big wall coming up, no cliff. It's a true chart.
Incredible. Yeah, look at the chart. We will post the chart afterward too. I'm looking at the chart. I think it's actually a very beautiful chart. All right, guys. So I think those are the basics out of the way. Actually, on the tokenomics, are there taxes on the tokenomics that we need to know about?
There used to be taxes. About I want to say a week or 2 weeks ago, we made an announcement to the community that we were removing all taxes. So the tax is zero buy, zero sell. So there's no tax at all on any transaction.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right, Ryan. Well, if you can go ahead and just give us a quick, I guess, elevated pitch as far as what the project's about. And I'd like to go into the key features that you guys, or the key features or the technologies that you guys are using, I guess, to harness this, and make this platform or prediction, I guess, platform function like the way you guys are doing it right now. So, yeah, let's go dive in deep into the key features. So what kind of technology are you guys using?
Sure. Happy to talk about this stuff. So we are on at our very base level, we're using a neural network, cutting edge stuff. Think of ChatGPT on steroids. Okay. This is a neural network set up specifically for the purpose of predicting sport event outcomes. And so as every day passes, there's hundreds of thousands of events that happen in sports in a particular game. You think about a baseball game, every single pitch, every single swing, every at bat, every fielding opportunity, those are all events that go in to make up a whole, right? This neural network we're built on takes all of that into consideration every single night and goes back and looks at its projections for that day. And any projections that it got wrong, it dives in to try to figure out why and starts impacting various, weights that it gives to inputs that it has and changes little by little every day until it gets it right. Even on picks that it got right, it verifies that it got it right for the right reasons. The goal is that every day that passes, it gets better and better and better. You take that modeling and you got to say, okay, well, how do people access that? How are we going to let people in on this beautiful prediction modeling we have? What we've done is put together a fantastic team. You mentioned the team we have. It's all professionals. We all have jobs in professional fields or run companies. And we've put all of our minds together and brought on a team of devs. We've partnered with Eagle AI. Fantastic. If you've seen their dashboard, we're building a dashboard, but tailored to sports. It's based on the Eagle dashboard, but it has to be, of course, edited for sport content. And what it's going to allow users to do is subscribe either by holding our token, sport token, which is on base, or through USD subscriptions, and access the dashboard that will have the picks of the day from Stacy across all sports. It'll have every game that's happening that day across the major sports, and you'll be able to click that game and see every player prop for that game. And on the player props that we're doing prediction modeling for, our prediction modeling is going to show up right next to the player prop and give you a probability of hitting the over or the under on that particular prop. We're also going to have on the dashboard a first of its kind. It's proving quite an undertaking to build out, but a first of its kind GPT that is geared only to be the best sports betting analyst and trends analyst and market analyst that exist. And so you'll be able to go to the dashboard and go to our Staicy GPT, and it's like talking to ChatGPT, but it's not going to be able to tell you how to change the oil in your car or how to hang a picture on the wall. But it will be able to build a plus 400 parlay with 3 legs in the Yankees game if you ask it to. And it will give you the highest probability hit rate based on our predictions for that day. You'll be able to talk about various injuries and lines. We're having a web scraper built that we'll know if the starting pitcher for the Yankees was out at the club at 2 a.m. last night. So all of that information goes into this modeling, and the modeling is going to be on a beautiful front-end dashboard that users log in, they access the data, and make betting decisions on their own. We don't accept any bets. We are not a sports book. We don't have a gaming license. We do have affiliations with them where you can sign up and we get a kickback or whatever for the link. But a lot of people ask all the time, well, how is this legal? We're doing betting pools, stuff like that. We're not. We are providing the information and people can go do with it what they want. But that is a bird's eye, 3-minute, probably too long, elevator pitch of what's going on here and why it's such a big deal.
Awesome. Now you guys are harnessing the Eagles AI technology, correct? Now, will you say this is a partnership as well?
Yes, that's correct. The Eagle AI is built on the same neural networks that we're built on. They're separate, but it's the same technology. Yes.
That is awesome. So in a way, it's kind of like a chat GPT, but mainly solely focused on sports betting.
Correct. The GPT will be on the dashboard. You don't have to talk to the GPT. You log into the dashboard. It's going to show you the 4 top picks of the day. It's going to have a list of the games, just like you were on DraftKings or ESPN.com, and you see a list of games, and you click Yankees Red Sox. It'll have every player for both teams on that Yankees Red Sox page with every player prop, hits, total bases, walks, strikeouts, hit by pitches. And the ones that we're doing predictions for, it'll have the Stacy prediction right next to that betting line and the probability of it hitting.
Awesome. And I am actually, I did sign up for, I do have I did register for the dashboard there. And it looks like, I think I remember correctly, you have the whole 5,000 sports token in order to gain access to the dashboard, correct?
That's correct. And the dashboard that you see right now is what we call V1 of the dashboard. Version 2 of the dashboard that's the big, robust, game changer that we've been spending the last several months on. That's coming in the next 2 weeks. First part of August, it's going to be ready before European soccer starts. And for any Europeans on here, I know I'm on a USA Crypto podcast. They get very upset when I call it soccer, but it's soccer. I can't help it. So we'll be ready for that. The big 6 over in Europe, we're going to offer every single one of them, every single game. So the new dashboard will be ready. And yes, you can access it by holding sport tokens. And if you're doing it that way, the more sport tokens you hold, the more access you get.
Oh, okay. Now the Stacy Live, I'm assuming that's going to be like the live games that's currently going on, correct? And what is the Sweepstakes as well?
So Stacy Live is actually a face-to-face chat that you'll be able to have if you don't want to type and you want to talk. That's coming in the future. That will be you're looking the AI agent directly in the eye and saying, hey, tell me who's in the Yankees game tonight. And it looks like you're having a FaceTime conversation. It's cool technology, but that's what Stacy Live is. The Sweepstakes is actually a cool thing that's going to happen here in an hour. Every Wednesday night, we take what we do is we take $2,000 and we put it into a betting account. We have on our team Chris Hatfield, who is absolutely brilliant. He is the smartest sports handicapper that I've ever met. I've known him for over a decade. He is the best. He maintains that account using the bankroll. Any profits we have at the end of the week from that bankroll goes into a sweepstakes. We always make sure it's at least $500, whether it's USDC or sport token. I think last week was like $600 or $700 USDC. This week is $400 USDC and $100 worth of sport. And we literally have anyone that wants to be involved. They submit their username and wallet. We put them on a sweepstakes wheel on Wheel of Names right now. This will soon be on the V2 of the dashboard. The more sport tokens you hold, the more entries you get. And we spin that wheel, and the winner gets a weekly windfall. And we do that every Wednesday night. It's a great time for the community to get together and have a good time.
Okay, and I think I read somewhere where you guys have like a weekly funding model. Is that what like a 2,000 fund for your betting wallet? Is that what part of the Staicy Sweepstakes?
Yes, that is where we get the USDC to give out in the sweepstakes. Is using that $2,000 to go make some profit during the week.
Nice. And that profit is then get distributed to the community?
The profit is given to the winner of the sweepstakes. So the reason we do it this way, just to be clear, is like I said earlier, I'm a trial attorney. Okay, I'm a partner at a law firm in Kentucky. I take very seriously making sure that we operate within the bounds of the American laws. It would be illegal for us to make bets and then distribute the winnings amongst a group of people. But what's not illegal is for us to make it a game of chance and allow a free entry. So anyone that wants a free entry, one free entry into the sweepstakes gets it. Everyone else, for every 10,000 sport, you get an entry. And so the more sport you own, the more entries you get, but it's open to, I could meet a guy on the street and he could join and get his one entry. Very, very low chances of winning, but he can get in. And that makes it legal for us to go have some fun, let the community track games that we're betting, or trying to build up that sweepstakes pool for them to give out every week.
I see. I guess being a 20 does come handy, huh? For the crypto project.
Yeah. I saved a lot of money on legal fees. I'm actually staring at a document now that I was working on right before the call for Stacy. It does. It helps a lot because it's a minefield out there, and people that watch, I know crypto Twitter. I'm a part of. I've been in crypto for 8 years. There's a lot of misinformation out there about what's legal and what's not. Sometimes, frankly, I'm surprised at what American companies try to do. I mean, I want to go to sleep every night knowing that not only me, but our community is safe. We're operating totally within the bounds of the law, and I'm proud to say that.
100%. Now, you do have different types of membership tiers. Let's dive into that there, Ryan. So you have the light, you have the silver, you have the gold, and you have the platinum. What can an investor expect to have if they have a light membership?
So someone that's a light membership is anyone that wants to just log on and check out the dashboard. You're going to see our one pick of the day. You'll see the top pick we have. You'll see one. Other than that, you're going to get your one free entry into the sweepstakes, and you'll be able to look around and kind of get a feel for what's going on. As you go up to silver, which right now is 25 or 75,000 sport, then you get 2 picks a day. You get gold, which is 250,000 sport right now. You get 3 picks a day. And you get some other things that you start adding in. You get access to Stacy GPT, which I told you about earlier, where we can have it build a parlay and talk to you about, okay, you like the Yankees. Well, I don't like the Yankees, and here's why. And the GPT would tell you why it thinks it's a bad bet. And then you get to make your own decisions. And then, of course, platinum, that's 500,000 sport tokens right now. That gets you everything that I would see if I logged in. So, it is everything we have to offer. It'll be 4 picks of the day. Every single pick for every single player in every single game going on that day in a major league event will be available to you. Any beta we have, or once we start testing the Stacy Live, which is the face-to-face conversation you asked about, which will be in the future. But once we start testing that, they would be the first ones to be able to test that. The very cool thing about platinum, and we'll get into this a little later, is it bumps you up to making more money through Stacy. Actually, USDC being paid by Stacy if you want to participate in Stacy Rewards, and that's kind of the to me the backbone of the crypto side is Stacy Rewards, because it allows holders of the sport token to actually earn USDC by staking their sport tokens and participating. And I'm sure we'll talk about it, but that's a overhead view of kind of the tiers of the crypto access.
Yeah, so the platinum, which is 500,000 of sports token, is the ultimate tier where you have access to pretty much everything within your platform.
That's correct. Platinum. If I log in as CEO and I see it, you're going to see it. That's what platinum is.
Okay. Now, you guys started out at 1 million initial market cap. And currently, you over 4 million, almost 5 million, and 4.5 right now. In regards to the tokens that you got to have for each tier, is that pretty flexible? Is that something that you guys will look at it and make adjustment accordingly as the market cap goes up? Or is this something that currently right now is pretty fixed?
Yeah, we actually we have a team meeting every Tuesday night, and a large portion of it last night was spent discussing exactly that. We have people that are platinum members that worked very hard to get there, chipped away at it. And then we have new members who want to become platinum members, but very soon it could cost $500,000 to become a platinum member. And that's crazy. We know that. So it is flexible. And we have solutions being discussed. Like I said, we have a great team of devs and a CTO that knows. He forgets more about Web3 every day than I'll ever know. And so we're actually coming up with a very inventive way that I think everyone will be very happy with that's going to solve that problem. But the short answer to your question is yes, it is flexible, and yes, it will be flexed in a way that protects the community and incentivizes new people to try to reach that platinum status.
Correct. I'm glad that you guys are working on that. But yeah, I mean, even at 4 million market cap right now, I mean, it's almost 4 times than the initial cost to get platinum. But like you say, if this hits like around 20 million, 30 million, it's going to be very hard for people to get that platinum, even if they wanted to. So yeah, I'm glad that you guys are working on that. Now, the Telegram bot, what is that about?
The Telegram bot is going to be a pretty simple bot when you boil it down. It's going to exist in our main chat room, and you're going to be able to say, hey, what time do the Yankees play tonight? Hey, who are the starting pitchers in the Giants game? Stuff like that. It's going to give sports information. What's the score of the Reds game? Stuff like that at our fingertips as we go. So people don't have to leave the chat room. We can track games and track bets right there.
Okay, and now is that live, or is that still being worked on?
That's being worked on. It was backburnered whenever we saw the undertaking of Staicy GPT, because I don't know if you know this, actual GPT, like Chat GPT, the one you can pay for, the loaded one, it's really, really bad at day-to-day sports, and for whatever reason can't figure out parlay math. And so we're actually, you always have a baseline, but we're building this GPT from scratch. And so once we started building that GPT from scratch and literally teaching it about betting and math and how to access the games and feeding it with all of our data, our data bill just to get the top of the line data that we use to come out with these fantastic predictions, it's going to end up being $25,000 a month, because that data is so valuable. And so the Telegram bot has been put on hold while we make sure this GPT is built out properly. And then what will likely happen is a scaled down version of that GPT will be what the Telegram bot is. It just won't have the ability to give predictions or anything like that, because those are reserved for the people accessing the dashboard.
Okay. Now the Staicy Dashboard, I know you guys are working on it right now. When do you foresee that being completely done?
Completely done's a loaded question. I will tell you that it will be released before soccer season starts. Soccer season in Europe starts August 15th. So okay. It will be out. It'll be out before then. But when it's released, there are still sports that haven't started yet so soccer will start August 15th. Next is college football in the United States. That's the last week of August, so that will be added. And then the next week is, the King, NFL, pro football here in America. So that will be the first week of September will be added. And then in October, we'll be adding college basketball and NBA. And then that's our kind of base of major sports. And then we start looking at, okay, what's next? Is it golf? Is it UFC, boxing? We've had a lot of requests for cricket. So we will be expanding to all these sports. It's just a matter of sitting down after we get this initial push and saying, okay, what's next and what's our roadmap? But the dashboard will always, in that way, be a work in progress.
And I'm assuming that the Staicy's pick will also be ready like around August. I'm assuming.
Yes. The modeling's already running for baseball right now. It's we share it in our Telegram every day. The top hits and under 1.5 hits. Today we shared some strikeout picks. But yes, the Staicy modeling will be ready for soccer on opening day for the soccer leagues. I guess maybe they call it opening kick. I don't know. But those picks will be ready. They'll be on the dashboard. And we'll be cooking.
Right. And I looking at it, I think the Staicy's picks, I think that's going to be the most value to me from looking at it, because it seems like your system's going to pick the highest probability picks, right? And that gives you that info based on the data that it has. So I feel like that's going to be, that's going to be a lot of, even for the newbies, right? The newbies that come in may not know how to, do sport betting, but I think that's going to bring a lot of value to the table there.
Yeah, it's interesting. Gambling's the fastest growing market in the world, and it has been for the past 4 years, and they expect it will be until 2035. 125 billion last year. 423 million separate adults put bets in on sports last year. Massive market, right? And there's a whole group of people that have never done it. And as more and more people do it, it kind of infiltrates your friend groups. Just looking at your text messages, whenever you're out at a bar or whatever, out to dinner, all of a sudden you have soccer moms putting in, $5 parlays trying to hit 20 grand, right? You also have the guys that have been betting forever, that they do it for a living, and they're hitting 54, 55%, that are going to want this tool because we're providing services that they would otherwise be paying a crazy premium for, such as the data scraping tool. Do you want to know if the Yankees starting first baseman was out at a club last night at 1 a.m. or was he fighting with his girlfriend on Twitter? And this is the tool that would give them that information. They have tools like this already. They want to add more and more of that to their repertoire. So we're casting a very wide net from the beginning gamblers all the way to the experienced gamblers. And I think we're going to appeal to the masses in a way that hasn't happened yet, because no one's been able to distill it down. It's a very, very costly undertaking. By the end of this year, we will have put $1 million into this thing. So there's a huge barrier to entry. But we've been able to push through that. Like I said, once people saw what we have, equity lined up, we're good with runway. But we're finally putting it out for, Joe Public and Jane Public to access it and understand betting and have an edge on sports books and to make decisions however they want. We're not forcing them to bet, but if they want to go make the parlay for 20,000, they can do it. We're giving them the ammo.
Yeah, I think that's actually crucial that you guys are able to resonate with not just the experts, but also the beginners as well, right? I think that's important. You're right. I think the U.S. alone, the market alone, just U.S. alone, I think it's like 2025, it's like 19 billion just the U.S. alone. So the industry is massive. So I think you guys are tapping into the right industry. I mean, that's 19 billion just U.S. is just insane, right? And I think because of the accessibility, right? And if you guys are able to cater to everyone, right? Whether there's, they're professionals or whether there's beginners, through Staicy's Bet, I think once people start using your system, even if they're beginner, and just follow Stacy's bet, the highest probability of winning. I mean, that's it, right?
Right,
They,
right.
they will become a gambler.
Right. And to me, the most exciting thing about what we're doing on the crypto side of it is, yes, you can get picks. Yes, you can go gamble and I always tell people this. They say, well, I'm in, all these crypto guys that I know from Telegram, everyone here. A lot of people will say, well, I don't gamble. And then they'll tell me about their 30 altcoins, micro cap altcoins they have. And I
Right.
have to explain to them that's gambling, right? It's gambling on something that you can look at a chart. And, the only difference is gambling on sports gives you a win and a loss. And in 2 to 3 hours, unless it's cricket, then it could be days, I guess. But the really exciting thing we're doing for our crypto holders is they have the ability to get on the rocket ship with us for the ride on the business side. Okay, so through Staicy Rewards, which I'll just jump the gun. I assume that was the next thing you're going to ask about. I was kind of looking down the list, and that seemed like it would have to be next. They're going to be able to stake the sport that they hold, and then contribute to the growth of the Stacy ecosystem. And if they do that, they qualify for Stacy Rewards. And when I say contribute to the growth of the ecosystem, the one way we put out that they'll be able to do that so far is to refer a subscriber to the dashboard. But there's going to be many other ways that they're able to do that. Think of being active on social media, contributing to a fund. Say we want to run a commercial on NFL Red Zone, and we put a fund out there, and you contribute to the fund. That can qualify you. Buying merchandise and posting pictures of yourself wearing the merchandise. So there's going to be a ton of ways to qualify for Stacy Rewards. And what Stacy Rewards is every month with all these subscriptions that we're going to have coming in, we're going to take a chunk of that and put it into a pool in USDC for Stacy Rewards members that they will split pro rata based on how much sport they're staking. And so they will literally be able to use their sport not only to access these picks, but to stake it. And if they choose to participate and help us build out the ecosystem, we can legally, again, this is very legal stuff here. They can legally share in the growth of that business with us. And we are able to let them profit share on all of these subscriptions coming in because they're helping us bring them in. That's how we get outside, for the nerds here like me, that's how we get outside of the Howey test. We're not a security because Howey only applies to tokens that you can stake and earn passively based solely on the efforts of others. Well, how do you get around that? You make the people that are going to earn the USD put in effort. And so we're outside of Howey. We're good to go on the legality of it, but people are going to be able to make income based on their efforts and staking sport. And that to me is very exciting because we have huge, the people in our community know this, but the people listening to this probably don't unless you went and watched a video today that we have posted in there. The largest sports gambling affiliate company in the world wants to add Stacy to all of their thousands of pages where they're marketing sports books. So why does that matter for the crypto holders? Well, all of a sudden, millions, literally a day, of eyeballs that are looking to join sports books that are being through SEO and direct marketing, all sorts of ways, and they're being guided to look for. All of a sudden, the one predictive modeling company that's going to be on those sites is going to be Stacy. And so the people that are looking to bet, that are out there looking for a sports book to join, are going to be presented with Stacy on those same pages. And the reason that's going to happen is because we're able to pay affiliate rewards as people refer in. If you go out and refer in your buddy at the bar and he uses your affiliate link or your code, we're going to give you between $100 and $150. And every month that he stays a subscriber, you're getting another payment from us. And all of it is done in a way that's, again, legal, in a way that puts us all on the same team. There's so many crypto projects out there that talk about all these users that are going to come use it. And I always ask my buddies that are in it, like, how do you make money? Like, the company can make money. How are you making money? And so I wanted to devise a way to where our community is all on the same team. We're all working toward the same goal. And as this thing grows, say that sports affiliate marketing company, they sign 2,000 to 4,000 people up per day on sports books. They're not going to do that for us. We're a different company. You have to pay to join. It's a whole different thing. But just start doing some math, right? And you'll see how quickly this thing can go. And the people that are getting in now, that are staking their claim to this and want to participate in Stacy Rewards, I've had now 5 or 6 people reach out to me saying they're starting LLCs so they can run ads to bring in more and more people, and they're going to make a side business out of it. There's nothing better. It's the American dream, right? You're helping people create their own wealth. And to me, that's the most exciting thing we're doing. We're bringing the best sports gambling predictions in the world, but we did it in a way that allows a lot of people to join on that ride. And so I know I'm rambling because I get excited about it, but I wanted to make sure that got across.
You know what I think, well, first off, I'm glad that you guys are aware of the Howey test, because most of the projects on here don't even know what that is, right? So I'm glad that you guys not only aware of that, but dissect the Howey test and figure out a way how to go around that. I think that's important. That tells me that you guys take the legal side very seriously, which is great, that's how it should be. But yeah, man, I think having an incentive like that for the community, I mean, not only get rich off this as well, but also to build the platform for you guys as well, right? Win-win situation here. I think that's crucial. I think that's actually very powerful marketing, and I can definitely see that. I mean, if this takes off, and currently right now you have a lot of businesses out there right now, even in the Web 2. They're eating every single day, right? They're rich off that, but there's nothing that gives back to the community or the people that helps the platform. And what's nice about the crypto is like what you guys are doing, right? You guys figured out a way how to incentivize, but give back to the people, to the community that helps build with you guys. I think for the long term, I think that's actually very important, especially with a business like this. So no, I definitely understand exactly what you're saying right there. It's a beautiful strategy.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and I take Howey very, very seriously, because if the SEC comes knocking, it's not just me, the community loses. And so the document I'm staring at on my computer right now is actually a form that I have to send to the SEC on behalf of Stacy. So we are overly compliant because I don't get to claim ignorance on anything. And so I want to make sure we're doing everything right. And from a business point of view, it makes total sense. Like you just said, we're creating a perpetual flywheel that does nothing but benefits everyone involved. I tell people all the time, I would rather have 1% of a watermelon than 90% of a grape. And I'm not greedy. We all have, like I said, the team is professionals. We all have jobs. We don't need a get rich quick scheme, right? What we want is to build this thing organically and to have thousands of micro marketers out there. And then that will become tens of thousands of micro marketers out there that know that, hey, if I refer my buddy, he's going to have fun, right? He gets to join this community. If they join the Telegram, we're in there every night rooting on batters, rooting against batters. There's hate because they screwed us on a bet. So you get that camaraderie of the same as going to a sporting event, a game, a football game, basketball game. You become friends with the stranger sitting next to you for those 2 hours. We get that every single night in our Telegram, and it's a cohesive group, and you become friends with the people. And so they're going to refer their buddy who's going to get to join that. He's going to have a blast. The buddy signs up, so you make $150, right? Every time the buddy's credit card runs, you make another $10, whatever the money ends up being. The buddy goes out and he refers his friend. You know how affiliate marketing works. I don't have to explain that. But everyone is also moving in the same direction of how big can we make this thing, because we're on the Stacy Rewards side. So it's not just a one-off, I'll refer my buddy, get $150 and move on. It's, hey, if I have sport tokens and I stake them, I want Web 2 to come in. I want every person that's never heard of crypto, I don't care if they ever touch a sport token, I want them to subscribe to the Staicy Dashboard, because those of us who do hold the sport token, this select few that got in while you could and stake it, they're going to be the ones that reap the benefits of helping build this thing from the very beginning. And so I think it couldn't be a better setup. It took a very, very long time, a lot of effort. The team will tell you we spend weeks and weeks and weeks figuring this out. And finally, I think we got it right to a point where once this dashboard launches and this thing will catch fire.
I love the strategy, brother. I think it's actually a very, very crucial strategy. Ultimately, you're going to have a team almost like grassroots marketing, just self-sufficient, self-motivated, to just, it's great. I definitely can see the strategy. So great job on that. Now, Ryan, right now you guys are doing MLB right now. What other sports are you guys, working on right now?
Right now, the modeling is being built for soccer and American football. After this week, starting next week, they're going to start building out basketball. Once we get soccer, football, and basketball built out, we're going to sit down and figure out what's next. A lot of requests for UFC, a lot of requests for golf and cricket. So my guess is that it'll be some mix of combat sports, golf, and cricket. We bring the people. There's one guy that keeps asking for hockey, so I guess if he keeps asking me nice enough, we can make hockey on the list too.
Yeah, I'm a combat sport guy. UFC. I watch other sports as well, but yeah, combat sport UFC. Especially, I think right now. I mean, within the, there's a reason why Crypto.com pay a lot of money for the UFC, right? A lot of money, because they recognize that within the crypto space, 95% of the demographic is young males, right? So yeah, you have a huge demographic within the crypto space that are very interested in the combat sports for sure.
Yeah, and the thing about combat sports is we've been contacted by a company that I won't use their name. You probably know them, but what they do is they are in the what I would call sabermetrics of UFC, swing speed, swing rate, all this stuff that these high-speed cameras are now being able to track. They are conglomerating it into a database for trainers and UFC guys to use. But we could access that, and that was what our conversations were. Stacy could access that to put into her predictive modeling. And so all of a sudden, that if this thing makes it to a third round, that this particular fighter is susceptible to a left hand. Okay, well, let's go look at how strong his opponent's left hand is in the third round and beyond. And we have all those metrics, and that could go into building out the algorithm, the modeling, I should say. So that's an exciting endeavor for me. I'm not personally a UFC guy, but I think everyone else in the world is. So I'm here for it.
100%. 100%. Yeah, like I said, Crypto.com, it's, I think they
Did we lose Seattle?
I'm still here. Looks like my mic just got muted out of nowhere.
That's all right. I thought maybe Crypto.com goons were coming to pull you out of the front door or something.
What is? But yeah, UFC, they stopped doing sponsorship for a very long time. And right now, they only do Crypto.com. So I assume that Crypto.com, it's been, I think, going on for at least 7 years now. Probably paying the billions of dollars because they definitely recognize the demographic within the crypto space, right? Because combat sport UFC, they have a very young male demographic, large, I would say probably 90%. And I think Crypto.com, they do recognize that, and that's why they're paying a lot of money for the UFC. But yeah, I mean, sport betting, right? Me, I go where I can win. So if you have a platform that's able to make me money, regardless what sport it is, I'll go there. It looks like that's what you guys are working on.
Buddy, I've bet more soccer bets on things that I don't even know what the initials stand for. And what I'm with you. Whatever wins, I'm here for it.
100%. And that's the reason why we're in the crypto space. All of us, right? We're here. We're here to make money. We're not gonna bullshit, right? We're here in the crypto space to make money, and that's it, right? In the most, of course, with integrity and more and stuff like that. But we're here to make money, right? We're here to make money, and that's what you guys are doing. So, hey, Ryan, great presentation, brother. I think we covered pretty much everything. Is there anything else that you want to talk about?
Well, I think that I probably hit everything. We talked about the modeling, how accurate it has been, and we're about to get serious with it with standard odds because everything's about to be released. Stacy Rewards gives people the opportunity to stake and earn USDC if they want to participate. Dashboard's going to be going live in the next 2 weeks. And after that, you're going to see just a massive marketing push on our end. And so, I love everyone here. A lot of your users became some of our first holders, and a lot of them are still around. And so we have a special place in our heart for USA Crypto. We are one of the few USA-owned and USA-operated crypto companies, probably in the world, that make sure that we do everything United States law. It's easy to get an offshore account somewhere and try to game the system. We're not about that. We're on the up and up. We pay taxes on Staicy Sport. So if anyone had any questions you want me to address, any issues, I'm happy to do it. I would say come join our Telegram. If you're not in our Telegram, you don't have to buy anything. Come hang out. It is a group of great people. Every day we're watching baseball and bitching about someone striking out or a fielder missing something that may cost us a bet. But that's what sports is all about. Having fun, adding enjoyment to your life. We have people from all over the world. My favorite thing is these Europeans that, 2 days ago didn't know the difference between a ball and a strike. And now they're laying stacks on Pascantino under 1.5 hit for the Royals, So I love it. I love every bit of it, and it's only going to get better. We've had a very low selection of games. It's a long story, but we're going to go from having the option of 11 games to pick from to, on certain days, over 200 games to pick from based on whatever sport's going on. And so, imagine trying to find the diamond in the rough. You find a lot more diamonds when you have a lot less rough. So it's gonna be fun. Come join the Telegram and hang out. That would be my suggestion to you.
Awesome, right? And we will post your Telegram link again right after this here, so that way you get the community can go ahead and join your Telegram if they have not. And if you guys join a Telegram, guys, Mike's gonna go there, maybe pick like a $10 winner. Just kind of give a feedback on the AMA. Do not spam the room, okay? No stickers or GIFs, etc. Okay, just go there, give a feedback on the AMA, and Mike will go pick a winner. Now, Mike, are you still there? Should we pick some questions, Mike? Do you have any questions from the community that you picked?
I have not gone through any of the questions there to pick those, but I do have the wheel ready on my end here. I could share that over.
Awesome. So usually we like to pick like 1 or 2 winners for listening in. But yeah, guys, just to recap, the team came here around 3 months ago prior to the launch. The market cap was 1 million. Now it's sitting over 4.52 million market cap. That is incredible. I encourage you guys to check out the chart, check out the team, fully doxed, very capable team. Like the CEO, right, himself, and real life is in the tournament as well. So that helps a lot. going through, around the regulation, etc. Make sure you stay within the regulations. So that's very important. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the last AMA, I think, they're building something very serious, and the industry is big. U.S. alone is predicted to be $20 billion this year, just for sport betting. That is incredible. Ryan, pleasure to have you guys back on again. Like always, great presentation, brother.
Yes, sir. What's funny is I'm looking at your wheel of names, and I have to go to my wheel of names because we're doing our Stacy Sweepstakes at 6:15 on Twitter. So that's funny. Great minds think alike.
Love it.
Fellas, anytime. You let me know. You know how to contact me, and if you ever want me, I'm here.
I'll tell you what, Ryan. Since you guys are a U.S.-based company, and you guys been here twice already, and it looks like you guys are doing very well, and you guys seem to be very committed to the project. I'll tell you what, though, and go ahead and set up the buy bot for you guys for maybe 2 to 3 days for completely free for you guys, okay? Just to further raise awareness to the project.
Oh, cool. I appreciate that. And the only way to really test that is for you to go buy several times, right, Seattle?
100%. And who said I have not? Who said I have not? I mean, I signed up for the dashboard already, so.
That's true. That's true. You got at least 5,000. So yeah, I appreciate that. You guys are great. I tell everybody I know about you. So you all have fun. All right.
Awesome, brother.
Thanks,
We'll chat soon.
See you later.
All right. Let's shuffle up our winners here, and I will go through all of the questions after this too in order of best question there. But before I shuffle this up here, I do want to remind everybody to join in over, and we will pin the Telegram to Staicy Sports. Join in, give some positive feedback. Don't spam the room with GIFs and stickers and anything like that. Just give some nice positive feedback, and we'll go over there and pick a winner shortly as well. That being said, I'm going to shuffle this up and grab our winner off the wheel here. And while this is spinning, I'd like to remind everybody that there is an ongoing X giveaway as well. Follow, share, and drop a comment on there. And it looks like we have LES. Congratulations, LES. You are a winner on our wheel today. I will be sending you a DM shortly. And we're going to be getting this all posted up to YouTube, getting you guys a copy right after this. And there'll be an additional $10 opportunity on YouTube once that's up and live as well. Good luck to everybody. That was a great AMA. Good having you guys back, and look forward to seeing you guys in the future as well with some more updates. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys. All right. Catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.